HD images this week?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's like just how to approach it. Like, what do we do from the back end? Like, how do we approach this?
I think we just throw all those files on a server, and then I mean they keep their name, they keep their directory path. So from the app we just request it. It'd be like a CDN folder.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So,
Then we don't need anything with
hmm,
the API.
fine. So, do we like serve separate images, or can we like group them up or something based on directory or you know? Not
Throw
sure.
all those
Like, there
files
must be
on a
some way to
server,
like.
and then
There must
I
be
mean
some
they keep their
perfect way.
name, they keep their directory
Perfect middle
path.
ground.
So
Like
from the app we just
serving
request it.
individual images is kind of wasteful. I think to the server especially, like it has to handle all that.
Alright, we're live. It looks like
Oh,
Streamlabs made us go live automatically this time.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, welcome everybody to this week's dev stream.
Hello.
I put some copyrighted free music on this time, but I put it really low, so it should be fine. But if anyone has any problems, please let me know. Hey Mateo, how's it going? Let me put the link to that Discord in there. Boy, you would think I'd have it on hand. Professional streamer here. Okay, well while that's going, how's your week been, Blender Man?
Oh man, I really should start working on some of the stuff. Like I did some advanced search things with not enough. You know, just been offline for a long time.
Hey Lynx, thank you for the subscription. I can't say your name. I don't understand those characters. I'm sorry. um,
Let's translate that.
oh yeah, you can do that. It's fine, Blendman. Like I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of weeks where I'm going to be distracted or I need to focus on work stuff or life. So then you'll pick up the slack for me.
Yeah, that's what you hope, huh? Okay. You're gonna be disappointed, man.
No, no, no. Alright, I've almost got that Discord link. Mateo, you said you're a bit sleepy today. You woke up early. What is the time zone that you're in, Mateo? Italy is like ahead of us.
In the European,
Yeah.
yeah, it's ahead of both of us. So it's probably in the early evening.
Oh, it's Yakuza. Thanks for the subscription, Yakuza.
Oh, okay, that's apt.
Alright, awesome. Well, then we can also talk about Yakuza's images that he's uploaded today.
HD images upscaled.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and you actually responded to me on Discord, and I have the chat open, so I didn't get any of the notifications. It just marked them as red while I was clicking around. Oh yeah.
Discord doesn't handle background, being in the background well.
Okay, Yakuza, you can send that that link to me.
He did post it on the NMS CD. Yeah.
Alright, cool. So maybe we can open some of them.
The Max Smash is here. Wow. Okay. We got a legit content creator.
Yeah, I watched your streams on the weekend. You and Maggie. I think Maggie was playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I think it was Maggie, or the other M. I can't remember the other person's name now. Thanks for joining, Damash Mash. Let's see, I'm trying to download this HD images, but it's taken a little while. There we go. Alright, so let's look at what we've gotten done this week. I do not have Trello open. Okay. This one. Alright, so this week was actually, like, I didn't get that many tickets out, but I got the biggest ticket done, which was the make Google sign in better, which was an absolute pain. Oh,
yep.
Okay, the emulator's massive again. Hang on, technical difficulties. I saw today though that it had an unfortunate UI issue. Let's see if it happens on the emulator. Synchronize. Oh, there it was. Did you see how little the loading spinner was? It was up there instead of in the middle of the screen.
That's a Flutter problem for sure.
Oh no, it's a code problem because I said show loading icon, but I didn't say put it in the center of the screen. So
just wrap it in a center widget and it'll be done.
Yeah, exactly. But I actually have there's a loading file that has all the different ones. So it's like has small loading, has an inline loading, and has a full screen loading. And I'm just not using that one.
Okay.
All right. So, the Mashmash says, thanks guys. That's my wife, Madfish Magpie, aka Maddie. I heard you. I was wondering how what the dynamic was because I heard you talking through her mic and your mic. All right, that's cool. All right, so if you click sign in with Google, it breaks. No?
It broke for me.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Everyone spam my email
Why does
address.
it work for you, man? That's not fair.
There we go. Beautiful. So what I think why it's working for me is because I've got the debug key store SHA-1 hash added to Firebase console, and then that's running in the app.
But I did that too. I added my SHA-1 to the Firebase console. There should be 3. Like I think one is a release key store, and one's your debug key store, and the last one should be mine.
Yes.
But it's still, I don't know. Maybe Firebase console didn't update or something. I should check it again. Maybe I should, instead of an emulator, I'll just try it on my phone this time.
Yeah.
Maybe that might change
work.
something.
Do you know, looking at the code quickly, my Google Services JSON has got the fake stuff in it, and it's working. The login is working, so that doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah.
Alright, but I think it's
Google.
Oh, I think it's Gradle. There's a lot of dependencies that are cached, so you might need to do like a Gradle clear or something. I don't know. I don't like Gradle. I don't want to use Gradle.
Man, you're preaching to the choir. Nobody likes Gradle.
Alright, so there's a little bit of a weirdness with the synchronized page now because we've moved Google accounts. So if you've not used the new account, which is this view, it'll ask you to sign in, and then when you try to restore something, it'll check the new account if the file exists, and if the file doesn't exist, it'll ask you to log in on the old account so that it can get the file. But all the backups use the new account, so everyone will eventually be on the new account in a couple of weeks.
Just to say, this is a one-time process. You don't have to sign in twice every time. So
yes.
Just sign in twice one time.
Yeah, if everyone could just go in and restore their data and then back it up again, that'd be perfect. Then we're all on the new system. But I'll give it some time. I'll monitor the traffic on the old account and see when the traffic dies, and then we can switch over completely.
Yeah.
I've also seen
that works.
I've also seen that with this one. If you've logged in once, and you close the app and you leave it for a couple of days, you come back. When you come to this page, it'll load for a little bit longer, but it logs you in automatically. You don't have to type anything, any passwords or anything like that.
That's the silent sign-in.
Yes.
That's a good feature. At least Google did that right.
And these buttons work, the logout and switch user. It was the most difficult part of these buttons was actually just getting them next to each other. The actual logic behind them.
I did not
problem.
expect that.
Yeah.
I did not expect you to say that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a Flutter pro, man. What's up?
Well, I didn't like it because I have to do a row, and then I have to put 2 widgets in it, and then those 2 widgets have to be expanded so that the buttons reach their full width. And then I had to put padding inside that expanded so that there's a
You don't need to put padding if you had there's a weird thing about, there's a flex layout, right? There's a flex, yeah.
Oh.
You can do that.
but I am using that with expanded. I'm using Flex 1 for both.
Oh yeah, expanded is a flex widget. Yeah, expanded is a type of flex widget. But yeah, that works. I mean, I don't know. I for the portal screen, right? I used the flex widget, and I didn't use expand, but it did do something that did not involve any padding, but it still worked. You know those delete and clear buttons on top of the on top of the keypad, right?
Yes, yes. I can go to those quickly.
In the
Boom, boom. These ones.
yeah, those all three of them are in a row. That's a flex layout.
Awesome
So
sauce.
I don't know. I did do something, but it did not involve padding. Maybe we should take a look at that code. I've forgotten everything about this.
Well, I added padding because they were grinding on the sides here, and
Yeah, that they
against
do
each other.
that. Yeah.
So then I just added, I think I added 8 on the left, 4 here, and then 8 over there. Oh, and then
Yeah, that's.
top and bottom a
You
little
shouldn't
bit as
use
well.
magic numbers, especially in layouts.
Oh, no, I'm using
That-
I can't remember who said it to me, but like the material design is based on 4s. So they use
Oh.
spaces of 4s. So 4, 8, 12, 16, all those are fine to use apparently. But if you use like a
So they're the four spaces is a tab group, are they?
yeah, but we're not gonna argue about tabs and spaces, are we?
Nah, I'm fine. I don't care either way. It's fine.
Oh, thank you, Links. We haven't actually shared the screen.
Oh,
Oh, wow. There we go.
just listening to us talk about some random shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, good. 10 minutes in. Awesome. Alright, well, now I hope you understand everything that we said and you have perfect memory. Moving on. Awesome. Okay, what else? There's lots of bug fixes. There was a weird thing where if you liked a guide, it would increase the view count.
Oh, that. I was wondering about that. What was the problem?
It's not a problem. It was fine. You don't know. Let's go to one of the old guides that won't mind. My guide. Awesome. So if you scroll to the bottom and you can like and view, when you clicked like, it would send a request to the server to say, hey, add a like. And then once it's returned and said, yeah, that was successful, then the app would go and say, okay, fetch this guide and like fetch the new data. And that fetching
Refresh the entire thing.
yeah, and the fetching of new data counted as a view. So now when you click the like button, it doesn't refresh the guide and it leaves the views the same, but increases the count by 1. So I can,
That's such a gritty little bug.
yeah, but it's something. It was picked up. Refiner presenter, yeah, that's a silly one. Just sometimes the stuff went over to the next line and it looked a little bit bad.
Oh, okay. So did you wrap it or did you like use ellipses or something?
Yeah, I used ellipses. Now for me to find one is going to take way too long. Portal library. Oh, someone pointed this out the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you?
What was that?
We never added the ability to delete tags from here. So as soon as you added a tag, it was there forever.
Man, I thought I fixed that. No, I didn't push that. I didn't push that change. I was like, if you tap on that, if you long press on a tag from the portal edit screen before, it would delete it.
I think.
But I probably. Oh wait.
It's just a click.
What was that?
You can just click it. You don't have to long press on it.
Okay. That's yours though. That's your code though.
That's
what
my
the hell
fault.
did I do?
Alright, another thing. Let's see. Oh, the inventory. Not that page. The inventory management. So I saw. Oh. Apps frozen.
It's stuck.
Oh, too many clicks. Yes, that is what I wanted you to do.
Wait a second.
Oh,
you have a
no.
tooltip?
Yeah. Alright, let's close the app and start it up again.
That's new.
I
think that
it's Flutter stuff.
Yeah,
comes with Flutter, and it's localized as well.
Oh, nice. Save some effort.
Alright, while we're having those technical difficulties, just catch up. There's not much to catch up in chat.
Please stare at the wonderful emulator screen that has nothing on it.
Yeah, oh, you can look at this page if it makes you feel better. Yeah. Okay, it's just about us well, about me not sharing the screen. The last thing I'll show is the inventory management improvements. So just on the different pages that you're on in inventory management, it doesn't really like help you navigate to other places. You'd have to push back and then go through the menu to go find
Oh
it.
yeah.
So I just added those links onto each of the items, so it's easier to get to everywhere from everywhere. Oh,
Yeah, it's already there. It was already there, the stuff to add, but you just had to add it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's all just navigation stuff, right?
Yeah, but it did
Okay.
it did force me to change something. So Popup Menu is used on a whole bunch of things. It's like a custom component, and I had to change how that worked. So it did involve a little bit of testing because everything was affected.
Okay.
All right, so we can
That's
see
okay.
this guy's got an exo mining laser. I'm gonna put ammonia. Yeah, let's do ammonia. Okay, and then on this one, I'm also gonna put ammonia. Oh, don't go too far now. There it is. And we'll give it 5. So the other one I gave 10, this one I gave 5. Alright, so now if we do the search, you'll see that this one has a little inventory icon next to it. So if you click it, it takes you to the inventory where it is.
Nice.
And ammonia is in the exomech and first inventories. So if you click on it, you can go to either of those now.
Yeah.
So just a little bit, and then if you click on this, you go to the actual product.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be how it works.
And then here, yeah, you got your normal options, your edit and your delete, and that still works. Awesome.
Nice.
And that's pretty much what I worked on, other than timers, which I am still busy working with. But I can show you what the notifications look like. I can show everyone what the notifications look like. So let's set this notification to go off in 16. There we go. Let's be quick. 18 seconds. That's another thing I need to work on, is actually refreshing the screen like every second, or finding a good way to do it.
Yeah, just refreshing the text. Oh, yeah, both the percentage. Oh, and you have to fill the bar too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'd be nice maybe if I had like a pull down, but even that would be a little bit manual. And there
Something
you
like
can
a
see
ticker would work. Oh, cool.
it came through.
New timer description. Nice. Default stuff.
Yeah, because the name is new timer, and description I just left as description.
Description. Yeah.
So yeah, that's well, you can see the page isn't updating by itself, but that's kind of
There
there.
should be something.
Unfortunately, yeah, when I tested it on my phone, it just causes the app to crash instantly. So I need to figure that out.
Is that a like device specific bug?
I'm not
Then-
sure. I actually think it's permission related. I think I might not have permission to receive notifications. I'm not
Oh
sure.
yeah, you have to accept that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you should check it in like the code whether the app has permission using some Android API, and then if it doesn't, then ask the user to go to settings and give it permission.
100%. There's a nice package on pub.dev that'll let me do that easily. It's got an interesting way of doing things where you can say, like, you can say request. So the permission that you want is in an object, but it's literally just a string. So you would go like permission dot, and then network,
Oh,
and then I don't remember, but let's just say it's permission network download, and then at the end of that you put dot request, calling a method action. So they overloaded the string operator.
oh, nice. Wow.
The string.
Okay.
They added a string extension. So then it will go and
Just they got away with the minimum work possible. They just overloaded a string. They didn't create a new type or whatever.
I think that's a little bit more work actually than if they just put a method name that was like request permission.
Yeah, just create a new class or whatever. That would be easier, but I don't know.
But so you can await requesting a permission, and the result will be true if they accept it or false if they don't. And then in his examples, he was like, but there are some that you can request permission for, and the person can accept, but then like location services, they might have it disabled. So you need to check if it is enabled as well.
Okay.
So
That won't be necessary for me. Huh.
no, I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Because
Yeah, it won't be necessary for notifications, I guess.
yeah, I also had a huge amount of problems with timers being saved on the devices. Like everything else that's saved on the device, we're using Redux. And portal libraries, they actually have a date that they were added. We're just not making use of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that saves to the Redux store, no problem. But when I tried to do it with timers, it just freaked out, and it would not save to shared
The
preferences on
device.
Android, and the other one I don't
Oh man.
remember, on iOS. And then I literally have to cast them to string, and then on the other side cast them back to datetime, or try and parse them back to datetime, which is weird because yeah, it's the only one that needs me to do it that way, and I really couldn't force it to do it any other way.
Yeah, Redux should be able to store any type of data, right? It
Yeah.
we shouldn't choose. Weird. That's weird.
So, well, while I was busy with that, I ended up making the Redux store a little bit better. So it actually throws nice exception messages, and it doesn't just like print generic things. So
Oh,
that,
and the debug. Okay,
yeah, so
cool.
that's a little
That
bit
will help.
better.
Hmm.
But we don't write any buggy code, so it's not a problem. We'll never use it.
Never. There are zero bugs in this app.
Alright, see, I had something I wanted to talk about in this stream. Um, oh, I guess there was a rabbit hole here on Redis, but that's quite a long discussion.
Oh yeah, I don't. I saw that and was like, do you really want to do that? Sure, you want to do that.
So we'll skip Redis for now. Caching. I think caching is a important topic because I love caching. I got no problem with caching stuff. I do it too much actually. But a friend of mine has been burnt many times by caching, and he absolutely hates it.
That's web, okay. That's web. I'm hoping Android and iOS will deal with it more better, like in a better way than just like web stuff. Web caching sucks. Or I don't know if Firefox intentionally did that to it. Anyway, it sucks for me. So I hate it. I disabled caching on my computer. Like screw that. I'm not dealing with that crap again. Because every time I try to log in into like your website or use the other tools, it would just freak out. It would not load. And yeah,
Yeah.
many hair pulling sessions later, I just figured, okay, you can. I went into the debugging thing in Firefox and just set the boolean enable service workers to false. Yes,
But
false. Do not enable service workers.
no, but then you're losing out on all the speed.
And I can live with slower loading times. I just wanted to load in the first place.
Yeah, that's fair. I think the actual service workers and caching um, from Cloudflare, I think those two really mess with each other.
Oh,
And also like
that.
JavaScript frameworks in general. I don't think Angular likes a service worker all that much because I split the Angular app into lazy loaded modules, and then the lazy loaded modules only load when you need them, but when you deploy a new version of the site, the lazy loaded modules are slightly different. But
Oh,
when it
the service
requests,
worker doesn't know. Okay.
yeah, so when it requests one of the modules, the service worker returns the old one, but now they're
All
out of
on.
sync, and then everything breaks.
And the page is just booked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't really know how to
Yeah.
fix that.
I think it's an implementation issue, and like the frameworks, the browsers, how they implement this stuff. It's not standardized. So I don't know. You don't have a one size fits all solution for this problem. But again, in Android and iOS, you probably do. I'm hoping.
Not really. Because
What about caching in your app, like caching images and favorites?
it's actually
Should think
worse
about
on
that.
mobile. Because I know that the Android OS will cache its own stuff. So if you're going to, let's say you're going to
Oh,
NMS
fuck.
CD, Chrome will cache, if you've got Chrome installed on your device, Chrome will cache the sites, and the service worker will do all sorts of things to try and use the local assets. But your operating system can also cache the site. So now you're fighting with two caches, so you can invalidate the Google cache, but then your system-wide cache is still there, so you'll still get the same site, and there's no control.
I think you lost a few viewers. I think you just lost a few viewers.
So
that was way too much. That was way too much lingo for a single sentence.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, it's just two things. You gotta deal with two things that are fighting with each other. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's keep it at that.
Yeah. So
why did you bring up caching?
Because a friend of mine asked me to help him during the week, and one of the things he pointed out. So he has a site that I helped develop, and it's for cell phone towers. So people who own cell phone towers use this software to bill tenants who are on their cell phone towers. So cellular network providers, there'll be like 4 or 5 on a tower, and there's a landlord of the tower, and they have to pay the landlord for using the tower and the electricity and so on and so forth.
Got it.
So this site kind of helps with that. It mostly just displays data, and we get huge amounts of data. So there's about 700 700 towers, and each of them have this little device on them that sends data to 2 of our servers, and that happens like every 45 seconds.
I thought this was like a small project, but it looks like he's covering like an entire city or something. 700 towers. That's a big deployment.
It is. It's actually growing really quickly.
Wow.
So there's a large amount of data anyway, and then the site just literally fetches that data and then displays it in nice charts. And we have this big map of South Africa then, and we have a pin for every single site, and then you can see, all right, these sites are online, these sites are offline, and they can then contact whoever they have to go and look at the site and go figure out what's wrong, because we have a lot of theft and
oh crap. Okay.
Yeah, there's actually been a case where someone has stolen an entire cell phone tower.
They just roll up with a truck and just dismantle it, just take it away, huh?
No one has any idea how it happened.
Wow.
Anyway, so
this is some gangster shit.
So I was saying to him, there's this. So we have multiple organizations who have their own towers. So a user can belong to one or many organizations, and as an admin user, him and I can see we're part of all the organizations.
Okay.
So we load all of that data, each modem, each modem for 3 days. So 3 days at 45-second intervals. Which is a massive amount, and it takes a long time. You
got a data issue. Yeah. You need to do some kind of, like, I don't know, sharding. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure it out. It's not too bad for the users. The users will wait about 5 seconds to get their data, but for us, because they usually only have one organization, but I have 9 and he has more, and it takes like 40 seconds. Like it can take forever, and we've tried to do them. I want to not be too technical here, but we try and do them at the same time, just so that they start at the same time and they end reasonably at the same time, instead of one after the other, because that takes a lot longer. But I said to him,
load all of that data at the same time for each organization.
Yeah. If I was going to say it in a technical way, I'd say asynchronously. But so everyone understands, we just started all at the same time. So 9 of them start at the same time, and whichever one takes the longest, that's
it's not one by one. Yeah, it's not one by one. That's what
you're saying. Not one by one. Yeah. But it doesn't help. And I said to him, well, let's cache it. Because if I go to the dashboard and then go away and come back to the dashboard, that's 2 calls that are going to take 40 seconds, and that's hammering the database and all the services. So let's cache that data.
Caching. I don't. Okay, go ahead.
And then he said no.
Dude, you just can't do that, man. For like, okay, you want to cache your like No Man's Sky stuff, like the NMS assistant page. That's fine. You just got, maybe a guide tool that caches stuff. That's just not on the same level as 700 points of data for 3 days. I don't know what the resolution is, but it's just gonna be crazy. Just not gonna be like you're gonna have a gigabyte of cache in your device just from that.
Matteo sent us something. He says, if we need help, he's a graphic. Matteo, do you do graphic design? Are you a graphic design artist? That'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
So I want to show quickly Yakuza's work.
yeah, do that. We completely forgot about.
Well, I got the folder open. I didn't forget. Let me just see. Yakuza, you didn't answer in the Discord if you want to put it on GitHub.
I think he does, but he just doesn't know where to, and he just put it up to you. Like, if you want, you can put this link on.
Alright, let's get the old version of the images up.
It's on YouTube.
Ah, okay, cool. Matteo says he's a graphic designer as well. That's cool, Matteo. We might need it. Let's think of a good image here. Yeah, that one's pretty intense. Okay. I can't remember how the streaming works on YouTube. Are our voices ahead? No, our voices are in sync with the video. It's just you and me.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes more sense. Alright, and then let me get curiosities on this one. Curiosities. Alright, so that's what the image looks like in the app right now.
Yeah, this is a lower resolution image.
Yeah, so this is, let's see how big this image is. It is 1 megs? That doesn't, oh, sorry, I'm looking in the wrong folder. Okay, it is 9 kilobytes. Okay, so it's tiny. Are you ready for the upscaled version, for Yakuza version?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that wasn't as smooth as I hoped. Boom.
Ah, nice.
That's like night and day.
Yeah.
Wow. So this one is a megabyte.
This is way better than his previous efforts. That's for sure. He's really upped his game.
It is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be very cool. Now I think the best way to show this, so obviously we've been talking about having a little HD icon or something here that people can click on. Ooh.
The pixels.
You didn't see any pixels. So what I've been thinking is when the user clicks on the image, that they get to this page and they can then see the HD version once it's loaded. But I think we also just need to have like something like a question mark that they can click on, or maybe a little toast message, just to be like, this isn't from the official game, it's based on it, and it's work done by Yakuza.
Yeah, I think question, one of those help things that would work, information things.
Yeah, because we have it.
You have that on another page, right? Yeah, that.
Help.
This is not helpful at all.
This one just tells you can tap and hold to delete an item. So.
And that's oh my god, that is such bad UX. People just delete shit. Like you just deleted a good S-class squid ship right there. You just broke someone's heart.
That's why we have backup and restore. Done.
Man, that's not worth it. Okay, it's just not worth. Okay, fine, leave it. That's for another day. Okay, what are you gonna? Yeah, I think this button works fine for the HD images. The question mark button.
Yeah, and just a good explanation on, like, this is an upscale version. It's not the original version, so it's not going to be exactly what it looks like in game. It's going to be enhanced.
It's going to be enhanced and approximated. There are going to be some deviations, but
look at that.
In general, it's going to look. Oh wow. Okay. Wait a second. Go back to that first image, the previous image. I think this one is inside the eyeball. Go to the eyeball. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You see
There's
those? Oh man, nah, it's
maybe
not
not.
that. Maybe not.
Oops. There we go. But these are amazing. Like these are so detailed. I don't know
Yeah.
how that upscaling tech can go and be so precise.
Just talk
It's
about
amazing.
Yakuza. Maybe we should bring him on.
Maybe Yakuza's been doing all of these in his spare time and we just don't know.
Yeah, like he's been a hermit. He's just turtled up and just 1,300 how many plus images.
It is, yeah, it's
Wow,
about
that's
1,300. Let's look at something that we all know very well. Carbon. Booyah. Very nice. This is gonna be so cool.
yeah. The elements they might look way better now because they're they're simpler than the other like the eyeball and stuff.
We can have this on the side. Mateo says, how did Hello Games think that this could be a brain? Yeah. It doesn't look like a brain
Anything
at
can
all.
be a brain if you have a good imagination.
Mateo has an idea for inventory. He says about modifying the quantities of objects. When he sets a quantity for an object, 100 carbon. And now we got to wait a little bit. Let me get inventory management up. Alright, so if you want to edit the quantity of an object, let's edit this ammonia. Okay, then you get this quantity dialog, the most beautiful of all the dialogues.
It should be plus one, plus two, plus three, plus five. So just one, two, three, four.
Yeah, I'd say.
Or maybe a plus and minus. I don't know. That just opens up a rabbit hole. Once you click one, right now it just sets it to one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that works. I guess people can type if they want.
Okay, Mateo is saying exactly what the idea you had, like minusing 50 or.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just be a UI mess. I think if you just keep adding stuff like that, like small buttons, plus and minus, plus one, plus two, plus three, plus five, all those in a. How will you lay them out? It's not as clean as uh, these. What the hell are these called? Man,
Chips.
they're called something. Chips. Yeah, chips.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. I'm trying to think of like, you have your little text box. Okay, so here you have your little text box, and then you have a plus at the top of the text box to increase the. Nah, you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
Not gonna.
It's weird.
The easiest would be to have a minus 1, minus 10, minus 50, and a plus 1, plus 10. Maybe have this exact row in reverse.
Yeah, with plus and minus buttons. Like there's leading and trailing icons in a chip, I think.
The other thing
Not
is,
sure.
This is on my little device. I think when it's on a bigger device, these are just centered. They're not taking up the full width. Yeah, so I can't really rely
Definitely.
on a plus being at the
something
end.
to think about. Yeah.
Sure, it's a difficult one. In Italian, is set crea. That means make new, but you have edit. That can be translated as modifica.
Modifica.
Let's see what it looks like in Italian. Oh, is that a suggestion and not what's wrong with it at the moment? Let me go check. This one,
Yeah, that.
one. Crea.
Oh, it should be edit. Is that linked to something else?
It shouldn't be. It should be on the edit. I can check quickly. Scroll. I can show you guys what I'm doing. We're going to languages, Italian, and this is going to be annoying to find. There you go.
Inventory edit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
green.
it says clear for some
Oh,
reason.
so we can change it to
Modifica.
Modifica.
But this is a local change. Wait, you can push it. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I can push it.
But it's still gonna be in the next update. Whenever
Yeah.
that's gonna be.
All right. Is that better, Mateo? Now it says Modifica and Cancela. All right. Well, I'll leave that for now. I won't push it just yet, just in case it's not better.
He said it. He said edit translates as modifica. So we got approval.
Got approval. And there's another issue with languages. Jester. Jester.
In the main menu.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, wait, let me just search it here in the language file.
Exploits.
Is it exploits? Oh, okay. Yes, Jester. It's too much.
I think it's way too extreme, I guess.
Too extreme? Or like too specific?
Oh god.
Ooh, something happened to my window there. It resized. Weird. Oh, it means something like epic.
Epic, yeah, epic. Oh yeah, deeds, feats. You know, it's one of those formal words, I guess.
Okay, cool.
What do we say?
This is like debugging in production, but like debugging with users. Well, Matteo, let's do a Google Translate and see how awful it could be.
we have an Italian speaking person, and you want to do a Google Translate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matteo, if you can just go to the site and submit that. You can do that, right? This is hacks.
Yeah, Matteo, you can actually go to tools.nmsassistant.com. Let's do /translate. That one. Alright, I'm just going to paste the link in the chat as well.
Oh, so, wait. Is the Nexus launch started? What's the time?
I think it starts in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it starts in 20 minutes.
We're going to raid. Every time we do that, we finish this up and raid the PT stream.
Yeah, we're going to raid PT stream.
Sphinx said that. Sphinx is like, it's not a very good time because PT Nexus launch is the same time.
Let me just answer him, raid him. Yes, so
he's probably listening. I don't know. Okay, what were you saying?
I think Matteo knows about this, that you can choose Italian and you can load the untranslated items, and there's actually quite a few. But yeah, this
how
one
the hell are you looking at that is translated.
So an untranslated item, I assume, is the exact same as the English version.
That's gonna be okay. That works.
There's a few ones that obviously get caught, so let's keep going. Apparently none in this example that I wanted to show. So
that was the second one. The second one was Italian.
Second one, cooking value.
Or something else.
Oh, there's a random S for seconds. So there's things like Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee that should be showing up here. That's not.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, right? People get it. Translators will probably get it. They don't need to translate. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hacks? No, don't do that. That's an English. English sucks. Okay, for like.
It does.
There's so many words that mean like one word means so many different things. Yeah. Look at that definition of hack: a rough cut, blow, or stroke. Seriously?
Oh yeah. We see that the thing is like exploits isn't even 100% correct for that page. couldn't think of
Yeah,
anything better.
definitely.
So, some
Tricks.
tricks. Yeah, tricks is a good one. Oh, that's the same. Was that the same? Yeah, it's the same. Trucci.
The gimmick, dodge.
Deception,
Just dodge.
deceit. Yeah.
Stratagema. That's a big word.
Yeah, exploits is not a great word.
Scherzo. Is that right, Mateo? Lo scherzo. That's like the sixth word in that list.
Joke.
Joke, prank. Okay, no, nah.
Okay, but
So
Mateo,
prank.
Mateo,
It's just a scherzo, bro.
Mateo will be able to say like, okay, that word is wrong and that word is closer. I believe in him.
I mean, yeah, he's the Italian dude.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm just here on
That's
Google
just
Translate, typing at stuff. Oh no, I just closed the thing. Alright, no one look at the emulator. Alright, now I'm clicking all the buttons. Oh yeah, that's the diagram. Oh, another thing that's interesting is, I think Mateo brought this up first. C-class modules for heat, cold, and stuff. They don't exist. And just go check.
They don't exist in game or in the app.
Well, they don't exist in the app, and we were all wondering if they also don't exist in the game. I'm in Italian, and I'm confused as to either. Let me switch back to English. Okay. Catalog. There's also another thing that's gonna make you quite sad, Blenderman, is these are not ordered in the exact way. So you can see we got S. I think that's actually A, B.
Oh crap.
That's S, that's C, that's B, that's A. I think. I can't really tell. The game description has the exact same name for each one of them, so it's like impossible to know what is what. And I suspect the game has actually got these in random order in that EXML file. So I would like to organize by class as well, but I also don't know what class any item is.
Maybe if it's supreme, it's S class, powerful is A class, something like that.
Could be, but then we'd have to do that for each of the languages. Or we could, yeah.
Just check the English one.
Yeah, you're right. We could do that. Oh, I see.
Put it up on the Trello. Put it up on the Trello before you forget.
Yes, sir. Well, I think.
Add order by class using description.
I think I actually made one for that. Just check here. I did not. I put it here.
Just prefix it with upgrade modules.
Upgrade modules.
Oh man, that's gonna be confusing.
Oopsie. Make upgrade modules great again.
Well, it's the worst Trello board ever. Nothing makes sense.
I see that Yakuza translated from Spanish to Italian. That could work actually. They might have a little more overlap.
Yeah, because those languages have like actual words.
They have real words, not like English.
English is just lazy, just using the same word for everything.
Alright, well let's clear the Trello board out for the next week. Pretty.
What?
So everything that's in testing goes into released. And then one day I'll archive everything that's in here. Oh, why is this at the bottom?
What?
What day do you think this happened? 12th of May. I'm just gonna slap it in somewhere in here. Then it's close. April, then May.
You can order by date on the things.
No, but these tickets are mostly by date. Here we go. Done.
You do that manually.
Yeah. I should probably clear these out because they make the board a bit slow, but it's nice to see that history and see it's not the entire app's history, but it's at least from version 1.
You can archive them, right?
Yeah,
you can still go to the archive and see all that.
There's actually inventory management is down here for no reason. It's a bit weird.
I think I moved it, and I didn't give a crap. I thought it would be ordered by date or something.
Okay. Well, you can see that this is from version 1.3, which is pretty early on, 7 September.
Yeah.
So that is not bad. Plant shop.
It's weird because my decimal brain is thinking 1.3 is a more. What's the version we are on? It's 1.27. Oh, 38. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm thinking of it as like 1.30, 1.30 or something. Like it's an actual number, but it's not. It's a version number. It doesn't obey any rules.
Mateo is asking outputs. Okay, that's that one. A site, that one. Where is it used? Yes.
In the
oh, it's on the recipes page. So this one.
You can search for that, right? You can search for that. What's that? The enum.
Yeah, that's a much better idea. Let's go. Calkey.
Okay.
Oh, it's only used on the exploits page. Okay.
Wow. We got 2 in 1. We got a 2 in 1. We gotta change the exploits and okay.
Yeah, there
outputs.
it is. There it is, Mateo. So it's only used on this page. It's great. It's a good word.
Outputs. Input steps, outputs. Wow. Okay. Such a programmerish way to look at exploits.
It is. I did this because I needed a way to save the data in a structured format that I could use for all of them, and they all have inputs.
The structure is fine, I guess. It's fine. The structure is fine, but the words, I guess, choice of words could be better. Whoa.
This one doesn't.
There's no input to this
because it's free.
Because you just mine the ground. What's wrong with that?
It's funny because you can create ground and then mine it, and you get silicate powder.
Yeah, create ground out of thin air and just get silicate powder. You're transmuting air.
I never asked Professor Cynical if he'd like to be on this page. I
think I tweeted at him. I DM'd him and I said him, yeah, we are. Like he said, I asked him whether we could put his exploits up on the. Do you remember the age-old exploits revamped idea that I was on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just asked him permission for featuring his exploits in the exploits page, and he was like, "Yeah, just no, that's cool. Just credit me." And I said, "We are crediting you even on the old one." And I sent him this picture, and he did not respond. So I don't know.
Oh, I was way more afraid of sending DMs back when I added this. I should have just done it.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hey, Professor Cynical, if you're watching, thank you.
In the future. Definitely not right now. Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna start rounding off because we all obviously need to go to Procedural Traveler's stream.
Yeah, it's gonna start soon.
Is there anything you still wanna talk about or mention?
No, I think we covered. The major stuff. The timers. Oh, the font. Are you clicking on the font? No.
I saw you made a change the other day.
Yeah. And I think you should start using these in the app and in the web app as well.
Yes. There's tickets for it.
There's tickets for it. Oh, yes.
The app, it
That's
just needs
weird.
to be updated.
How to get... Yeah, it needs to be up. I'm thinking of I don't know. I need to work on that. I did start researching how do I download a font and pack it with the assets, something like that. But and how to use the date. Maybe you can view the property of a file, like the date it was modified, and then ask GitHub for the date it was updated. Something like that. It's just a moonshot
I think
at this point.
it would probably be easier to in Azure DevOps. I don't know. Do you have access to the pipelines? Can you edit them? Well,
I can view them. I have not tried editing them because I do not know what pipelines are.
okay. But if you use this link, the TTF file, right?
Yeah, I just need the TTF file. We just need the TTF file for the app. So
yeah, so you could tell Azure DevOps to download that file on every build.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, but this isn't. Okay, no, I see the problem because Azure DevOps doesn't control the build, so you can't do this each time.
Oh yes, Code Magic does the build, right?
Yeah, you can do it in Code Magic. You just have to write bash. Like,
Again, I think a better way would be like let the app itself just download the file whenever, not to pack it with the update.
Yeah.
I mean, just pack the latest with the update and then have the code to like update it as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. If we can do remote fonts.
What fonts? Wow, that sounds so. Okay, let's put that on. I'm gonna add a card.
Matteo asked manufacturing facility or Polo. It gets used here, Matteo. Then this little text here where it says blueprint from manufacturing facility. There's another one that says blueprint from manufacturing facility or Polo. I can't think of one that uses it right now. I can search for it quickly. Let's see.
Wait a second, I completely missed that. I was going to Trello.
There's a I'll put it on the screen. So there's a language key.
That
this one. Yeah. Yeah, it gets used sometimes. It's hard to tell when it gets used. Because
it's the source in the blueprint. In the blueprinting.
Yeah, and it needs to be 3.
Where
this is where it gets difficult. Because now we'd have to look in one of these. I'm gonna say it's a product. And then we go, oh, I can just do this. Watch this skill. We just search for this line. Where is the 3? Okay, maybe there's no skill involved here. It didn't work at all. Got me.
Oh,
got
God.
my Visual Studio. Alright, paste that. Okay, well there's nothing in this file.
In the products.json. That it might not. Okay. What about technology or something like that?
Check technology.
No results. Okay, we got it. 350.
Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh no.
It says 350.
Yeah, I'm looking
blueprint
at the wrong
source.
one. No wonder it didn't
Okay.
work here. Okay, no, there is no 3. Maybe Polo doesn't do anything. No, why is the search not working? Oh, damn it!
Polo gives you blueprints?
It's only looking at
Okay.
the Dart files.
Oh, it's in the JSON. Oh god. It still says no results.
Yeah. So Polo used to give you blueprints. I think he no longer does. I think there was a transition from Polo to manufacturing facilities.
The facilities, yeah.
Alright, so this might not
Probably.
even be used anymore, Matteo. Yeah.
Just keep it. Just keep it for all time's sake.
One more extra line that translators have to translate and they can swear at me. And I'm sorry. Alright, everyone.
You don't need to. You don't need to translate that.
Well, I mean...
Don't do that. Don't say that. You're telling me don't say that, man. It's already a big problem getting translators to help.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so we're gonna go raid Procedure Traveler. Well, raid...
Nexus Lounge is right there. It's right there. It's right there. It's right. Oh, why did you do
Oh,
that?
is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was right
Oh, I
there.
wasn't sure it was this one. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna send that in the stream chat. If I can find it. There it is.
Matteo said that. It's useless to translate.
Yeah, it is.
No, don't say that, Matteo. I mean, you're supposed to translate that one particular thing, but everything else is very important.
Alright, everyone. So the link is there. We're all gonna jump over to Procedure Traveler. See you there. See you links. See you there on that side if you haven't already left. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye.
Links. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.